Let's do some more chain rule problems. So let's look at the following example. I want you to differentiate the function g of t equals -7 over 2t minus 3 squared. So this is a quotient, so you could do the quotient rule, or remember, not every quotient requires the quotient rule. I can rewrite this function as -7 2t minus 3 to the -2nd power. And now I can just use the chain rule here. So here's my inside, 2t minus 3. So we're going to do the power rule here. So g prime of t, you bring the power down and then reduce the power by 1. So if you subtract 1, it would be a -3. And then you need to multiply by the derivative of the inside. What's the derivative of 2t minus 3? Using the power rule, this would just be 2. So I'm getting 28, and if you want, you can move this term with the negative exponent. You can move it down into the denominator as 2t minus 3 cubed. And there's my derivative right there. So don't forget that you can rewrite your terms. If they're in the denominator, you can rewrite them in the numerator with negative exponents. Let's look at one more. Let's find the derivative of the function x squared times the square root of 1 minus x squared. So again, I'm going to start by rewriting my function. I'm going to rewrite that square root as an exponent. It's a 1/2 power. And now look what you have. You have a product, two things, x squared and this 1/2 power. So I have to start by use the product rule. So let's find our derivative now. F prime of x squared times the derivative of 1 minus x squared to the 1/2 power plus 1 minus x squared to the 1/2 power times the derivative of x squared. Well, if you look right here, you have an inside and an outside function here, so you're going to have to use the chain rule for this derivative right here. So x squared, start with our power up here, do the power rule, 1/2, 1 minus x squared, subtract 1, so it'll be -1/2, times the derivative of the inside, 1 minus x squared. And then the derivative that's over here, it's just a power rule, times 2x. And then finally I have one more derivative I need to compute right here. It's just a power rule. It's a -2x. You can leave it like this, or you could simplify it so this 2 and this 2 cancel, and I can combine these x's into a -x cubed. That's a -x cubed. That power there is negative, so move it to the denominator. And then here, if you want to combine these, I can rewrite this 1/2 as a square root here. And then get a common denominator. My common denominator would be the denominator that's over here. So if I multiply top and bottom by the square root here, you would get that. Now that they have the same denominator, you can combine them. Negative x cubed over this square root. Okay, and then if you want to, you can simplify the numerator a little bit more. Negative 3x cubed plus 2x over that square root. And there's my derivative now.